Hello and welcome to another episode of Squirtified Engineering. I'm Sprutis, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you can stay up to date with all my different projects. So this is episode 2 of Driving Home with Sprutis, and I'm already home. And it's 2 days later than I intended on recording this. But yeah, better late than never. So what I'm actually doing now is preparing some meat. It's in the middle of the night, but yeah, I want to have this done. So it will be kind of like a pulled beef. Not actually, kind of. It will be. So in the last episode, I will be talking to you while I do this. Hopefully the sound is better in this episode than in the last one. I accidentally, well, that's the meaning of the word, forgot, maybe. I didn't turn off the fan in the car, so I'm sorry for that. Now I'm using my Canon EOS 60D and my Rode Video Mic Go, so hopefully you will be able to hear me better. But anyway, we were talking about starting things, and you know those tests that you get to do in school, where you stubborn onion, where you are sort of not diagnosed but evaluated which type of person you are. Some are good at starting stuff, other are the ones who get the work done, and then you have the kind which finishes the project, and then you get to do project work in groups where you take one of each or more, and of course I'm the starting kind. I try to improve on that, so I don't just start things, I actually see them through. So this YouTube channel is a perfect way for me to practice on that, because most of the channels that I guess you are watching have been active for several years, and that's the thing, it won't happen overnight. Sure, you can get the video which goes viral and you get 1 million views and whatever, but you need consistency in order to keep subscribers, in order to get people to watch regularly. So I need to put down the time. I'm doing the onions, so it's they are pretty strong. But yeah, I need to put in the time to see, to even get the opportunity to see some results. And this is a project which I would like to expand. Not just merchandise like all the other channels, but actually be able to get this into something where I can sell products that I make. I have a few ideas and I have a few started projects. I should have worn something for my eyes. I'm sorry. My eyes starts to run now, and this is just the first onion. I need two. Yeah, so I'm starting things just like you see in my episodes. I start to talk about things and then I quickly jump to a different topic and I forget all about the first topic. Not really good, especially when you work like me and do it on the fly. But that's also the reason why I don't do scripted episodes is because I need to practice on this. It's like I even have these problems when I'm talking to people eye to eye. I start to talk about something and then I lose them because I can't get to the finish line, or I can't get to the point. It's even like that in when I did theoretical exams. I usually talk around the answer that they want me to write about. So I never get to the point and therefore fail the question on the exam. So this is an area where I have the opportunity to improve on. The opportunities are, how do you say, infinite. Some of these onions, or one of these, the second onion is not as good as the first one, so I need to throw away a lot of pieces. Yeah, but another thing we talked about in the last episode was the computers that I brought to work for a colleague to give to his children. Not all of them, but well, if he wants more than one, then he's welcome to. But unfortunately he was home first with one of the children who had a cold, and being in COVID territory, they need to stay home, and he had through my eyes. He then got the cold himself, which was a bit unfortunate because his son just had his birthday the day before I brought the computers to work. So it would have been fun if he could have gotten the computer at least close to his birthday. But another friend and colleague, he took one of the computers, so he will give it to his daughters. So hopefully they will get, it will be their first computer, I think. So hopefully they will get inspired from it and maybe get some ideas to learn something fun or create something fun, whatever. We will see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that at least. We need more engineers in this world. That's my opinion. And it's even, we need more engineers that actually have a passion for their field. That's a good thing. So, what else? So since English isn't my mother tongue, I'm losing words every now and then. So I did the onions, and then I'm doing these. Vitlök in Swedish. I will fry the meat quickly just to close it off, so that I keep all the juices inside, and then I will put everything into a pot and boil it up with some water and this etika. Not so much of this, but still. This is a cool spice. Fle. So crushed and dried chilies with salt. The salt is to pull out all the moist. Right. And then we have the chili fruit, which I will also be heating up in the oil. It's easier to talk with you when I'm in my car than trying to focus on making food. This will be a slow cook. The fun thing is that for dinner today we had we actually had store-bought pulled beef. So we will see if this gets better or worse. Forgot one thing. I need to split the meat. do that in the bowl. And the reason for splitting the meat is to get in this case to get more sides to hold in the fluid. So I will be holding this meat in the frying pan and closing all the sides. So now I'm actually supposed to be oops. Massaging the meat with the spices. Some black pepper, salt, and fluffle. It would have been fun if you could have provided me with some topics to talk about. So another thing about carry through after starting stuff and about the YouTube channel is that it takes a lot of time. The first few episodes I did on my phone completely, but yeah, that's then I won't be able to get in inputs from other cameras. I just need to wash my hands. Clean hands. So I will put the stuff in the frying pan now. Maybe you want to see a bit more. It's a bit warm. Especially if you get some onion on your hands. It's been in the pan. Four. Well, I think these are oh crap. So, and then a piece of this. Yeah, I can't even. I don't know the English word. So another thing about starting different projects is that often you're very excited about it. Of course you are, because you're about to carry through an idea of yours. And the rise of the enthusiasm for that can be quite steep, and then you sort of drop down because something does not work the way you want. I just need to have a look. Yes, so I don't take too much of this. And then you need to be able to find your way back to your, well, you want to find your way back to the initial feeling that you had, what got you excited about the project, and you want to sort of stay in that space. I didn't have the correct soy sauce, so we will see how this goes. But how do you find your way back to that initial feeling? That can be very tricky. Often you feel like even if you sort of get back, then you get stuck in a certain way, and it gets less exciting the more you do it, but you still try to find that initial feeling. I guess we all have different topics or things or whatever that pulls that out of us. Engine related stuff is like that for me. People have said it several times at least, that I get a certain happy look in my eyes when I talk about engine stuff and things around it and so on. And I think I have it in my blood. I know that I won't be the best, but that's not what's important. The important thing is to do something that makes me happy. Engines does that for me. And my grandfather's father were one of the first in Sweden to drive taxis. So they switched out the horse and carriage to a car. So my grandfather and his brothers, they got to move around the taxi cars, and people would sort of call the police and say they're self-driving cars or ghosts are driving cars, because they were too small, so they weren't visible when they were driving the cars. I find that fun. Let's see if we can boil this. I have never done this before, so this will be a first. It's you're supposed to boil this or get it boiling, and then you place it in the oven at 125 degrees Celsius, and the idea is that or the plan then is to keep it there for 5 hours, but I will get this boiling and I will put it in the oven, which isn't turned on. Oh, it starts to boil quickly. So I will let it soak for the entire night, and then if Sid feels like it, then she will start to slow cook tomorrow. Otherwise I will do it after work. I think it's a fun thing to try. Yeah. Like so. So then it's prepared, at least. That's one less thing to worry about in the refrigerator. Yeah. So I'm not sure how much you get out of this episode, but yeah, maybe I'm a bit too tired to do this right now. But I wanted to do something. But if you have seen any stuff from my channel before, then I guess you can agree that some things are better than others, and so it's up and down. But that's the way of life. You just keep moving on. So I think I will end this here because I need to go to bed. But please write something in the comments. Anything. Ask me questions. Ask me to talk about the topic. Maybe a reason for my nickname. That's something that we could discuss. Yeah. I will end this normally. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next episode. So subscribe. Bye bye.